Hello and welcome to the Ladies European Tour and the Desert Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the Aramco Saudi Ladies International presented by PIF, held in the capital city of Riyadh. Some $5 million up for grabs at the Par 72 Riyadh Golf Club, the same prize fund as the men's event held later this year. With the biggest purse of the regular season up for grabs, the stars of the game jetted in to get their hands on some serious cash. Charley Hull, one of those, the Englishwoman firmly established in the world's top 10. Solheim Cup teammate Leona Maguire also one to watch as she looks to add an LET trophy to her 2 on the LPGA. Tavatanakit came close to winning an Aramco Team Series in Bangkok. The Thai not the only major winner in the field, Lexi Thompson teeing it up alongside Women's Open champion Georgia Hall. Major, the only thing missing from Carlota Ciganda's trophy cabinet. Talent galore then on show in the bid to lift the trophy and a winner's check for a cool $750,000. Day one, the wind howled. Conditions as bad as hard as they can be on the desert layout. And they blew away Shannon Tan's hopes. After winning in Kenya, the rookie entered the week with high expectations. But while there were glimpses of her talent, a round of 5 over ended any hope of a repeat. Mind you, big names in the field were also struggling to score. The world number 8 nailed one here.
It might be unlucky for some, but not the 13th hole for Charley Hull.
But no so lucky elsewhere in a round of 74, the same score as Pauline Roussan. A bit of magic at the 5th to bring her level for the day, but a couple of double bogeys also on the card for the French woman left her with a lot to do. Carlota Ciganda, one of just 19 players to score under par with winds of 30 miles an hour. A Desert Eagle firing the Spaniard to 3 under before a couple of late bogeys left her -1 and in a tie for 14th. Amy Yang made light of the wind, the Korean one of just 2 players to be bogey-free on the opening day.
Got some beautiful check off that from Amy Yang.
Yang 2 under, 2 behind Nicole Brock-Estrup. A simple tap-in eagle here at the 12th after a monster of a second, part of a brilliant round of 4 under. That left the Dane level with Manon de Roy, 6 birdies and 2 bogeys on the card for the Belgian, who finished in 3rd place in this event a year ago. But out alone in 2nd place was Paula Rito. Hailing from Cape Town, she enjoys the wind, and it showed.
Oh, that's a brilliant putt. What a good 2 from the South African.
That left her 5 under, 1 behind Patty Tavatanakit. The tie went to the top from the word go when she birdied her first 4 holes of the day, and the tie would go on and add 3 more. Just a single bogey on the card as she approached her last hole, the 9th, work required to avoid a second drop shot. But once again, the tie had the answer. A great recovery to end the day leading with a fantastic 6 under 66. Tavatanakit struggled since winning her major back in 2021, but has started working on both her golf game and mental game, and the rewards starting to show.
I am slowly getting back to where I feel like, you know, like 2-3 years ago I was younger, I was fearless, and I was playing good golf. But as age comes, things happen in life and all that stuff, so it's just a little bit more stuff going on between the ears. And so now it's just like more information, but how am I going to be able to also be athletic and execute when I need to?
More camel trains than birdie trains on day 1, but round 2 was still breezy, especially for the afternoon starters. Lexi Thompson has been looking more like her old self since the Solheim Cup, and flashes of brilliance from the American over the first 2 days, like this tee shot at the par 3 6th. But rounds of 72, 73 left her off the pace heading into the weekend. A year ago she shot 66, 63 over the last 2 days to get in the mix. She needs something similar 12 months on. Little doubt though about the putt of the day. Step forward, Minami Katsu. The youngest ever winner on the Japan Tour, a 10-time champion on it, the talent there to see. From downtown on 18.
That's how you finish a round of golf. Fireworks on 18.
Nothing quite so spectacular from Georgia Hall. Still a pretty tidy putt of her own at the 8th. After an opening day 73, a 69 gave her hope of contending over the weekend. The second best round of the day came from Charley Hull, the Englishwoman back to her best with a 67. Some 4 birdies and an eagle on the card. But she was outshone by Solheim teammate Leona Maguire, who started the day in a tie for 66th place. But with 4 birdies on the front 9 and another 4 on the way home, a superb 64, some 12 shots better than her first day effort, taking her into a tie for 4th at 4 under par, alongside Paula Rito. The South African not quite at her day 1 best, this birdie at 13 much needed in a round of 73 that contained 3 bogeys and a double. Tapping par at the last ensured a comfortable day 2, 70 for Manon de Roy. The Belgian seems to play her best golf in Aramco tournaments, her only LET win so far coming in 2022 in Thailand. De Roy, 6 under. Nicole Brock-Estrup joined her at that score, just a single drop shot from another one-time LET champion who admitted suffering from nerves early in the round. It wasn't evident to those watching in an assured-looking round of 70. But out ahead remained Patty Tavatanakit. The tie birdied the 5th, and then this brilliant bunker shot at the 12th set up 2 more in a row. A drop shot at the 17th, the only bogey of the round, in an otherwise impressive knock. The tie then 2 clear at 8 under par, with Manon de Roy and Nicole Brock-Estrup at -6. De Roy once again lifting her game in an Aramco event.
I just want to always perform well here in this tournament, so I kind of build up to it. So it's happy that it's coming out last year, and this year I'm on a good track, so I'll just keep it up and hope for the best. Yeah.
The weather was near perfect on day 3, temperatures in the mid-20s and a steady breeze. Nothing steady about Nicole Brock-Estrup's day though, out in 33, she led at one point. Tee shot at 12 went into the bushes though, after taking a drop. A recovery shot hit the buggy path and headed back into the bushes. It would be an 8, her hopes cruelly dashed. Georgia Hall just about still in it though. A birdie at the last from the 2022 champion for a second successive 69 that left her 5 under overall. Alessandra Finale's strong start to 2024 continued, the Kenya runner-up joining Hall at 5 under.
A round of 68 for Alessandra Finale gets her inside the top 10.
Manon de Roy had a slightly frustrating 3rd round, 3 birdies, but 3 bogeys.
It was in all day long.
She ended where she started, 6 under. Amy Yang has a swing that makes golf look easy. The Korean looked untroubled all week, and 2 birdies in her closing 4 holes ensured her 3rd successive round of 70. The winner of the LPGA Tour season finale in 2023, she was another at 6 under. Charley Hull continued to climb the leaderboard, the 3-time LET winner with a 68, including some 6 birdies, the putter working nicely. She would be 4 back heading into the final day. The inaugural winner of this event, Emily Pedersen, joined her at 7 under. The Dane deadly with a flat stick in a brilliant bogey-free 66. Only one player shot better than that, Esther Henseleit. The German went through the first 10 holes in day 2 in 6 under and then stumbled to a 69. 6 under again through 10, she clearly learned her lesson. This approach at 15 helping her to a 65 to move into 2nd place at 8 under. Yet Patty Tavatanakit remained out ahead. Level par for the day until the 9th, she moved 1 under thanks to this classy birdie putt. She added another birdie at the 12th and then this at the 15th. It would be a 69 and a 3-shot lead. Hull, Pedersen and Henseleit within touching distance, but the tie the strong favourite. Tavatanakit standing on the edge of her first ever victory in a regular event.
I think tomorrow, all I want to do is make the right choices, each and every shot, and whatever it is that I'm going to face tomorrow, I'm up for it. I know it's not going to be easy, so just making the right choices and commit to my process is something I'm going to do tomorrow.
We'll stay with us to see if Patty T could close it out. All the action from the final round coming up after the break. and welcome back to the capital of Saudi Arabia and to Riyadh Golf Club for the final round of the Aramco Saudi Ladies International presented by PIF, where Charley Hull would need a big final day if she was to put some pressure on. The Englishwoman fought back, as was Emily Pedersen, but after a 66 on Saturday, she knows she can go low. A similar story for Esther Henseleit. A blistering round 365 left the German just 3 off the lead. But how do you stop Patty Tavatanakit? The Thai was looking back to her major winning best after a tough couple of years. A 1-shot lead after day 1, 2 ahead after day 2. It was a 3-shot lead through 3 rounds for the Thai, with some classy players ready to pounce, 3 major champions and 3 LET number 1s in the top 10. Who would get their hands on the trophy? The weather was once again in the mid-20s, but the breeze strengthened as the day progressed. A bogey at the first from Emily Pedersen, something needed at the second then, and the Dane delivered. Back to 7 under for the 2020 champion. Henseleit picked up where she left off, the 2019 Order of Merit winner moving to 9 under, as she also made birdie at the second. And Charley Hull also making a move, a birdie the first, and then this would lead to another at the fourth. The Englishwoman putting the pressure on. But fair to say, the leader wasn't ruffled. Tavatanakit birdied the first, parred the next 3, and then produced a bit of magic at the par 5 fifth. A fantastic 5-wood into eagle range. Downhill, right to left. And no mistake with the putt. A dagger blow to her rivals as she moved 4 clear. Tavatanakit though was on the charge, 4 birdies in her opening 9 holes. This was yet another birdie on the card at the 10th, and in some style, now 7 under. With no let up from Tavatanakit, Hull couldn't afford any errors, but one came at 6, a bogey, back to 9 under, now 5 adrift. Ever since Thursday morning, it's been Patty Tavatanakit on top. I'm Richard Kaufman alongside Sophie Walker, and Sophie, no hint of a wobble yet from the Thai.
Absolutely not. That eagle putt was a real settler for Patty Tavatanakit. And this golf course, you can't make big numbers. 122 yards, 50-degree wedge for Patty T. Oh my goodness. If the eagle was spectacular, that was nearly a 1.
Mark her down for another birdie. No let up whatsoever. Follow that then, Esther Henseleit.
And when the leader is doing that and she has the honour off the tee, you have to go flag hunting. This a pitching wedge, downwind hole. Well, she's birdied it twice already this week and she'll need to do it for the 3rd time so she doesn't lose ground.
In the chasing pack, not getting much assistance from the leader, that's for sure. Now, Tavatanakit looking to make it 3 birdies in a row.
Making a move, looking to set a clubhouse lead and then hoping for a mistake from the leader.
Well, she started the day just outside the top 20, now into 3rd place at 9 under. This, the simplest of birdies. What a lovely feeling. Cruising 15 under, the lead is 5.
Got lucky off the tee, hit a palm tree, came back into the desert, but we'll have to play this one under the branches. 120 yards to the front of this green, that's her landing number. Trying to scoop one up the channel. And with this extra rough here this week, you just can't seem to do that.
Of course, playing about 400 yards longer as well. It's around 6,800 yards, but seen a number of players come up shy of that 9th green. Pedersen wasn't here in October for the Aramco Team Series event. It was staged here. Alison Lee winning that one at 29 under through 3 days. Of course, pretty different though to them.
Be hard for Emily not to get deflated watching on as Patty Tavatanakit is marching towards this trophy.
She's been in this situation a couple of times in the last 6 months on the LPGA Tour, either leading or very close to the leader and not getting it done.
Has to keep playing her own game. Maybe she got in her own way in the past, but it's not the case today. This one will move left to right towards the water at the end.
So no birdie from Tavatanakit's closest challenger, so the gap at the top widens a little more. Had a few chipping issues at times this week.
Has struggled with the grass. Says it's quite inconsistent. She'll need to land this one halfway. It's downwind, downhill. No problems there for Charley Hull. Nearly a 3.
The back of that nearly 5 runner-up finishes. In fact, part of the Solheim Cup team that tied, although counts as a win, I suppose.
They took the trophy home. Now 5 shots back of her playing partner. And hasn't done a lot wrong, has she?
That's a very nice front 9 so far. Not quite as spectacular as the last 2 days. It wasn't long ago Charley Hull had an eagle putt, the 5th, from around 10 feet. That would have got her within 1 shot of the lead. Now heading to the back 9, 6 back.
Yeah, that 3 putt on 6 really stopped her in her tracks. Front left pin here for Katsu. I mentioned she'd made 3 birdies in a row.
Wow, given the money that's on offer in this final round, this could be worth a few dollars this final round, and it's $450,000 for second.
Mind-blowing. This one is a heavy lie down the left-hand side of 9. Hit it too good off the tee, through the fairway. A 50-degree wedge. Like Charley Hull has to play for the front of the green. Only half the field have hit this green. I think you can see why.
It does help when you put it where Patty Tavatanakit's put her tee shot, which is position A1.
A massive 300-yard drive. Just a gap wedge from 93 yards. She can land this on the green, maybe 6 paces shy of it. Okay by her standards.
Just the front 9 she was hoping for. Surely time for another Katsu birdie. 4 in a row, 8 under for the day, and into a share of second with Henselite. What a move. What a card.
The Leona Maguire -8 score of Friday is in jeopardy. Keep this one low, let it release towards the hole. It's tracking. She's got one, you know. A bonus birdie for Henselite. Loves this front 9, has had 2 31s in her opening 3 rounds. She goes out in 33 today.
Keeps it interesting, doesn't it? Cuts the lead to 4 at least. Good way to finish the front 9. Charley Hull just starting the back 9.
This will be a popular spot through the fairway on the dogleg from right to left. Hasn't got much of an angle. This pin tucked right. And a misclip there.
Yep. It's interesting with Patty Tavatanakit, isn't it? We wondered how she might react to this final round, given the emotions she's gone through in her career the last couple of years.
And the fact that she hasn't been in this position for so long, and when she was in Bangkok for the ATS, she failed. She was left in tears. However, so poised on this front 9.
Yeah, I mean, 32, I mean, just what she would have hoped for. Led by 3 overnight, now takes a 4-shot lead into the back 9.
Never mind. Queen B? Will she be Queen P on this hole? No, she won't. The 5 times LET winner is only 1 under par for this front 9 and treading water.
Yeah, disappointing front 9 for the winner of the first 2 Aramco events in Saudi back in 2020. To be done.
Was heavy-handed with her first chip. This one's awkward against the collar. Looking for birdies, not bogeys, Charlie.
Frustration certainly beginning to grow for 1 or 2. You don't normally see that from Charley Hull. No let up though from Tavatanakit, whose dominance of this Aramco Saudi Ladies International presented by PIF continues. 4-shot lead for the tie. Hello, welcome back to Saudi Arabia, where Emily Pedersen's hopes of a second Aramco Saudi Ladies International title seem to take a hammer blow. This approach at the 10th would lead to a bogey. Take the Dane back to 7 under par. No luck there, but in contrast, leader Tavatanakit got 1 on 11. This tee shot looked to be heading out of bounds, but the palm tree got in the way and came to her rescue. The green once again in reach. A reminder, Tavatanakit out ahead by 4 with Henselite the closest challenger. Teenage Thai Chanati Wanasean in a share of 5th.
Henselite down the left-hand side here at 11. Downwind, flag cut left. Will have to play long and right of it so she avoids that bunker short left. And you're not in the fairway. You can't go after flags. German is missing a couple of fairways and having to play away from them.
You always need a little bit of luck along the way. She got that there.
From 136 yards, it's that 50-degree wedge again.
Now that's what you call making the most of your luck. Another beauty from Patty T.
I don't know how many players in the field could hit that shot and stop it pin high.
Well, she's looking like the major champion she is. Easiest hole on the course this week, the par 5 12th.
Playing into the wind today, players can't get there in 2, but Charley Hull with a good pitch there. This one from right to left for the German. Statistically the best putter in the field this week.
Yeah, nicely judged. She seen her putting really improved the last 6 months. Been working with David Orr down in Pine Needles in the US.
Who would have thought? Should have been standing over a birdie putt. This from left to right. He gets it. Minus 16.
Well, that is a real bonus birdie for Patty Tavatanakit. And if you're wondering whether it is going to be your week, I think that throws the exclamation mark on this Aramco Saudi Ladies International for her. Nice birdie for Charley Hull. She moves to 9 under, but I think they're all playing for second place right now.
That's the way Henselite will be feeling. But there's $450,000 for second place.
And quite a few Solheim Cup points as well. She's got to be in the picture, Esther Henselite, given the way she's played over the last year. Katsu's parred the last 2.
This is the 3rd hardest hole on the golf course, 16. Running further and further away.
Danger of dropping one there, the Japanese player. There's Buhai, 15, final par 5 on the course.
Really good. And that's back-to-back birdies for the AIG Women's Open champion of 2022.
Henselite struggling a little at this par 5 12th. What to do here? Ooh.
Not convincing. She's only 1 under par for this hole. As she mentioned previously, it's the easiest hole on the golf course.
There's Reese, who is caddy, a coach, a boyfriend. Shannon Tan want to see him. Simplest of birdies at 13 for a player who Monday qualified and won on the LPGA Tour last year. That's a rare feat.
56-degree wedge to here. It's uphill birdie putt to come.
She started this new diet at the start of the year, hasn't she? No fried food, no sugar, no desserts, not even her favourite ice cream. So watching this performance, are you inspired to do the same, Sophie?
Well, she loves ice cream that much that she learnt how to make it. So that is a sacrifice for Patty T, but it could all be worth it at the end of Sunday.
Charley Hull back in attack mode. Nicely done.
Well, I mentioned she's only 1 under par for this hole. This is to stay there. Good up and down in the end.
Yeah, she has held out well in general, Henselite. Been impressive. That's 65 yesterday. Getting into this position where she at the moment is the one in charge of that second spot. Charley Hull to get a little closer though.
Didn't move. It has to come from right to left. Maybe just powered it through the break.
Saw Katsu chipping up at 16, did make bogey there, so she's back at 9 under. Comes up shy. Not just the world's best golfers that are big attractions here. That's Bahat Shamar, who's the famous camel worth $3 million apparently. He can have as much water as he likes.
Back to the golf. 116 yards, 56-degree wedge for Tavatanakit. Front left flag, good angle. A good shot.
Again, it's relentless, isn't it? I mean, it's on repeat. It's so impressive. Just making it look so easy.
Has missed her last 4 fairways, so happy to hit an approach from the short stuff. What can Henselite do? That'll be quick from there.
Yeah, but not making it quite the contest she would have hoped for. Someone in that final group needed to do a sort of Katsu type round today. I suppose they have really, Patty Tavatanakit.
Ladies and gentlemen, match number 15. Two-time
Transfer
LPGA
another
winner,
birdie to end the day
Solheim
for
Cup
Katsu.
winner,
Really
world
impressive
number
from her.
27, from Ireland, Leona Maguire.
A tough read this one. It is downhill, but it just wiggle around towards the hole.
All pars since that chip in at 9. Well, as long as that one goes in.
.161 yards for Hull. Wind back into her face. Trying to step on this mid-iron. Seen her come up shy a few times with her approach shots today.
What Pedersen could do with a little spark here. Not happening for her. Would love to be an automatic qualifier for the Solheim Cup rather than rely on the pick she got from Suzanne Pedersen for Spain. Well, no birdie at the end, but that's a great round of golf.
Well, it's around a 65, and dare I say it, is she disappointed? 1 over par for her last 3 holes.
Well, wait and see. Whatever's happening, a big check's coming away. Started the day outside the top 20, Minami Katsu. Now in the podium finishes as it stands. Is it time for one more Patty Tavatanakit birdie?
All day long. This is front running in the highest order.
Well, a lot's happened since her win at Mission Hills in the California desert. Remember, Addison Lee won here by 8 in October, but Patty heading, it seems, for a similar winning margin. 6 ahead now. She is just so dominant. Pedersen must be feeling like she's playing a different golf course. Stuck in neutral.
You can see from her body language that she thinks the same. Nothing that she can do seems to be right today. Upper tier here for Charley.
I suppose even if Charley Hull would have shot the round of the week, it wouldn't have been enough, given what Patty Tavatanakit's doing.
No, not at all, but I think all of these players into that front 9, they were just hoping to get close enough for her to put some pressure on, and she's never looked like being caught. And 25-year-old Esther Henseleit, she's slowed down on this back 9, so has Charley Hull, and Patty Tavatanakit has just kept going.
Okay, that's a good 2-putt from off the green for Hull.
She's finding it hard to concentrate with the pace of play, especially with their playing partners that are struggling with their score.
Yeah, well, a 65 has been posted. That's come from Minami Katsu, so she's in the house at 9 under. Hull out on the course on that mark. Some front running though this from Patty Tavatanakit, as she has been since Thursday morning, in the lead at the Aramco Saudi Ladies International, presented by PIF. Hello and welcome back to Riyadh Golf Club and the closing stages of the Aramco Saudi Ladies International, presented by PIF. Where Charley Hull picked up a much needed birdie at the 15th. Wedge putt hole took it to 10 under. And it was a similar story for Esther Henseleit, a birdie at the same hole. But in truth, they're all fighting for the $450,000 second place check. Carlota Ciganda and Ash Buhai finishing at 5 under. Alice Hewson at -6. It's all been about Patty Tavatanakit.
From 129 yards, it's that wedge again. Surely there's only one place this is going.
Her proximity to the hole today would have been pretty outrageous.
Well, she's hit the ball incredibly well off the tee, which has meant that she's had that 50-degree wedge in her hand.
Now, major champion of 2021, Patty Tavatanakit, as was Yuka Sasso. She won the US Women's Open. And under par for the day.
That'll break her into the top 10.
First event of 2024 for the Japanese.
A downwind approach, so it escaped to the back edge of the green.
Just drifted past a little bit there for Esther Henseleit.
9 iron for Charley Hull. You must carry it a minimum of 143 yards. That carries the front bunker here on 17. There's nothing wrong with the ball striking from Charley Hull. Maybe that's where the frustration comes. She's so close.
Yeah, you've got to feel a win is around the corner. Unbelievable she didn't get one in 2023. What a performance. 5 birdies now to go with the eagle. Patty 2.0 looking the real deal. 18 under.
In full flow. This is the zone, everybody.
Well, when she won the Chevron Championship, she won wire to wire. I mean, she's going to do the same here. When it's her week, it's certainly her week.
Oh, 3-putt bogey, so Patty T really can enjoy the walk on the final 2 holes.
Yeah, 7 shots now, the advantage at the top as Henseleit moves to 11 under par. Still in control of second, though.
It just has that look as I've tried everything today. Everything to catch her. She's just too good.
Well, Charley Hull could get a little closer to Henseleit, just to get within 1 of second spot.
From left to right. Oh, look at that one slide.
Yeah, maybe just gave herself a bit too much to do with her opening round 74. Now, I want to say, who birdied 3 of her first 4 holes.
And that's almost where she stayed, isn't it? 3 under par for her day. If she taps that one in.
And she played today with Finale and Amy Yang, Charley Hull, who haven't been at their best.
No, they've been over par. It's been a slow group because of that. Maybe the significance of not getting herself into that final group. She'd have loved to have played alongside Patty Tavatanakit. Look her in the eye. It's a lot easier to chase her down then.
So this is that par putt for the 19-year-old from Thailand, Chanati Wanasayan, with that 69. 8 under par, good enough for 5th place right now. She'll be amongst those cheering in the champion-elect.
Here she is, 9-iron. Don't mess with the front bunker. Pitch this one long of the flag. It's been textbook golf.
Jason Hamilton on the bag. He's been on the bag a few years. He's probably seen all the ups and downs over the last 24 months.
Much improved swing from Esther Henseleit. I've been impressed with her today. Ball striking has gone up another level.
Yeah, I'm sure Suzanne Pedersen's taking note. Now here's the 2022 champion.
Breaker here for Georgia Hall. She'll be disappointed with that round of 73.
Yeah, very unlike her to come onto the LET and not finish in the top 10.
Especially in Saudi.
Well, expectations are high, aren't they? Is to get to 19 under.
It's quick. Very quick, the 17th, an exposed green because of all the wind that we had earlier in the week. It's the fastest green on the golf course. It's caught Patty T out there.
Yeah, she's got a few shots to work with though. Didn't push the tee up at 18 this week. It was drivable when we were here in October for the Aramco Team Series event. Like to have seen it pushed up one of the days.
Saturday would have been good, wouldn't it? Well, we know the line of this one. It's the Charley Hull putt for Henseleit. Looks to be taking a lot more break here. Read it like a book.
Well, that
drop shot back on 16.
I was going to say that should really guarantee second spot now for her. 12 under. For the biggest check of her career, as is Patty Tavatanakit, because I think she won something like 450,000 when she won the Chevron Championship in 2021.
Oh, that's a shame. First blemish of the day. Yeah, 4th bogey of the week.
Well, another nearly week for Charley Hull. I mean, the look at the end there says it all.
The teapot at the end. I think it does really. So much good stuff in this game at the moment. Just needs the odd break.
Yeah, round of 70 to conclude proceedings. And in a share of 3rd place at 9 under par. Back to 17 under, still a 5-shot lead to take down the last. Not too bad. She'd have taken that, I think, at the start of the day.
The hard work was done on the front 9 out in 4 under par.
This a surprise for you today?
Very much so. She was 4 over par through her first 6 holes, Amy Yang.
There's a birdie finish though for the world number 15. That'll be a 76 though, just inside the top 20. Well, it's 1,050 days since Patty Tavatanakit took the leap into Poppy's Pond as a major champion. Been a few tears along the way, but she can enjoy this at 18.
A 3-wood to here, 87 yards left into a middle left flag. And it is spectacular. What a way to finish.
Wouldn't you know it? Why not? Showing off at the end.
Of the Aramco Saudi Ladies International 2024, match number 22.
There's been some display ever since Thursday morning, really.
That 66 in strong windy conditions, that set her up nicely. The way she's dominated this golf course but controlled those wedge shots in. She's got everything. Free drop here for Henselite from the hospitality.
Yeah, she's got a few shots to play with in terms of sealing that 2nd spot. But everyone has played second fiddle to Patty Tavatanakit. No charge today from Pedersen after that 66 yesterday, just a 72 today.
6th spot for the day. Some handy Solheim Cup points. Looking to not be a pick this year. She wants to get into the team automatically.
Avoided a drop shot at the last, Henselite. But still a great week. 69, 2nd place. Leave the stage to Patty Tavatanakit.
Well, when you're in the lead, if you go out and shoot the round of the day, like Patty Tavatanakit is going to do, nobody can beat you.
A birdie finish for Patty Tavatanakit, who is well and truly back. The emotions are flooding out on this 18th green for the Thai player. What a performance.
From start to finish, she has been incredible. I hope this gives her so much more confidence on the golf course to go on to greater things.
Taking it all in. There must have been some few doubts along the way over the last 3 years, but she is a champion again. And really it was never in doubt ever since she hit the front on Thursday morning. Patty Tavatanakit head and shoulders above the rest. A 7-shot victory in the end with that equal best of the day 65. Lexi Firstling and Alessandra Finale, both top 10 in Kenya last week, both in the top 20 this time in Saudi. But the spotlight firmly on the champion. After 3 long years, a trophy finally in the hands again of Patty Tavatanakit. Understandably, the emotions came flooding out.
It's been a long time since I've, played this good, but it's very emotional. I'm very emotional right now with how I overcome that and just, looking back, it was just one day at a time. keep working hard. I worked really hard to get here, to play this solid all week. I just want to thank my team. It's unreal.
Shannon Tan missed the cut here, but she remains top of the Order of Merit, just ahead of Esther Henseleit. Alessandra Finale enjoying a very strong start to her season. Only 6 rookies in the field this week, so Shannon Tan still ahead in that Rookie of the Year rankings as well. Alexa Pano jumping into the top 5. It's still an American 1-2 at the top of the Rolex World Rankings. Charley Hull's 3rd place finish here will help cement her spot inside the top 10. Well, thanks for watching as Patty Tavatanakit came to Saudi Arabia and conquered the desert. The Thai simply too good. Next up, we head to Morocco. Keep in touch with all the action at ladieseuropeantour.com. Until then, it's bye for now.